You wish to talk?
About
I'm honored.
Lubor.
You and I.
Have more in common that you might think. Not only are we both masters of the blade and devilishly handsome to boot, but we are both a second people to bear our respective
What?
names. What, you didn't think Rosanna Daily Mill was my own invention, did you? It was the name of my master. I inherited from her along with her title and her smithy. Ensuring that her name lived on was the least I could do after all she did for me. He plucked me from the streets and put my less than nimble fingers to work making blades instead of trouble.
Alas.
Alas, she was to leave my life as suddenly and unexpectedly as she had entered it. I swore her to follow in her footsteps, that I might change others' lives as she had mine. That is why I keep her forge alive, why I play the desert hare, why I care for the orphans of Dillimil. Indeed, I had thought my obligations to Renz and Rika to be my most pressing concern. That is until the infamous Cid made a surprise reappearance, rather muddied the waters.
Still?
Still, I suppose there's enough of me to go around, but do forgive me if the deserter isn't always at your beck and call, won't you? Ask about the Lim Ill Inn.
Ours is a
Ours is a
blessed
blessed
corner of the
corner of the
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie, a vertical oasis with clear running water and natural hot springs. And on top, the people have been gathering here since long before the founding of the Republic. Since it was founded, they've been gathering in even greater numbers to serve the needs of the miners who work Drake's Fang and the soldiers who guard it. And serve them they did, lining their coffers far from the prying eyes and grasping fingers of the Republican and Axis-men. Not that edicts from Rodelia carry much weight in these parts. Delimil has long been something of a law unto itself. Here, those with the most money or the most friends
At
make the rules.
least they
At, le-
did.
at least they did until Kupka built that castle of his at the heart of the Mother Crystal. The Limil has been Titan's fifth tomb since then, and while his men may be liberal with their coin, they are anything but in the exercising of their authority, which, as I'm sure I don't need to tell, is
So,
absolute. You see why those with the people's best interests at heart took it upon themselves to organize their own protection, my predecessor chief among them. Ask about the crystal trade.
how very fitting.
That the noble soldiers of Dalmatia and Walewood, partners in arms and on so many battlefields, should also become partners in crime. Still, the merchants of Dalimil will be relieved to see them brought to justice. Many have been driven almost to ruin for our want of crystal. I'm sure they would all be rushing to thank you for all the service you have done them, if of course they had any idea what
Of
you had done.
course.
Of course, as long as we remain reliant on the power of the crystals, we leave ourselves open to such exploitation. But people are such greedy, needy
There's simply
creatures.
no other way.
Clive, you must bring down each and every mother crystal in the twins and put an end to the people's toughness dependence upon them. Do not, do try not to disappoint me.
Farewell now.
Whoa. What? No.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Ah, my favorite pupil. How may I help you today? Here's the latest information I have.
The Dalimin Inn, the Wayholder knights who aided in New Kupka's evacuation from Rosaliv yet linger in the deserts of Dalmatia. Some station in a Delimil Inn near the end of the road treks Fang with orders to forestall any who might mean in the dominant hill. Their efforts to hinder Clive's progress. Pois eu não sei porque eu estou cheio de calor. Oh, é.
The state of the realm is ever changing, Clive.
Drake's Fang is one of the most heavily guarded places in the Republic. You'll need your wits about you.
Clive. Here you go.
Ah,
Seen enough?
claro. Que uma grande burro que eu sou.
Who's this blue blood?
Sid's going to find Cooker and finish the job.
That's right. He's safe.
A Desert Alliance, Sid the Second. I trust you will forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. I am confident that a man of your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust, especially in times like these. It is worth you now have and mine, and I can assure you it shall know. I can assure you it shall not easily be liquid. Estás-me a copiar porquê? Okay. May this be the start of a fruitful relationship. Já que vais abrir, dá-me um também.
Why so? Ivan's newest dish.
Tome says he's looking for books about Torgal. I know.
Is there something I might assist you with? If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Lubor, Forge Master of the Briar's Kiss, the finest smithy in the Limil. Lubor is also the Desert Har, an ally of Sid's who once went by the name of Rosena de Limil. Rosena de Limil.
Rosena de Linho?
Da Limil.
Olha, agora deitei fora para saber qual é qual.
Vou este aqui que tem cara de ser mais bacana, mais melhor bom. Não deve ser o mais melhor bom, mas é bom. Yeah. The Delimil Inn, a literal oasis in a Valkyrie, a desert in the western part of Dalmatia. Delimil offers goods, food and respite to those travelers who endure the long march through the sweltering sands, in particular the hot spring baths fed from the nearby waters will not only ease the pains of the road, but are also rumored to cure all manner of ills from boils to bubus. And bubus? O que é bubus?
Where the fuck is Bubus?
What the fuck is bubus?
Onde é que está?
Ali. From boils and bubus. Nuts.
Bubus. Ah,
O que é bubus?
eu acho que é. Não sei. É assim. Ainda não sei.
To the various applications of to the Crow, many of which are likely to be contracted at one of Dalmili's many brothels. Verda, Lubor's accomplice, who directs the espionage efforts of the Desert Hair's loyal minions from his home in Dalimil. Born poor and turning to banditry at a young age, Freda was saved from his life of crime by the original Rosina Dalimil, who gave him a new purpose serving her own, somewhat less felonious endeavors. After Rosina passed away, he continued to serve Lubor in the same capacity. The Briar's Kiss, Lubor's forge in Daily Ale. Its name is known across the Republic for the quality of its steel and the skill of its smiths. The Forge Master of the Briar's Kiss is a man of many titles. Forge Master, Non-Peril, Desert Hare, Rosena de Alimil, and dear friend and ally of the late Sidolphus Telamon. Velcroy Desert, a vast arid wilderness located in the Dalmatian Republic. The further west one travels, the deeper and more foreboding the sands grow, and the more frequent the signs of settlements long since deserted. To the south, water can at least be found, albeit piping hot, a quality which has given rise to Dalimilian and the hot springs surrounding it. Despite the foreboding environment, trade ensures a steady flow of traffic north and south, served by various inns along the way.
You are always welcome.
Então deixa primeiro fazer as missões secundárias daqui. Cheirar álcool.
This is no
Foi.
good. I was hoping to get out.
I've never even forged a butter knife. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalimil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
Não,
Diz que eu confio em ti, mãe.
é mentira. Eu fui amável e disse que lhe podia amolecer o chocolate, como se faz com os passarinhos.
Foi isso que ela disse.
Amolecer, ai.
Oh!
Give you a hand if you like. I
Hey.
know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalimil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? There's plenty of folk in Dalimil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
Carving out the niche, 7 apprentices of Ubor's enlists Clive Said in finding out how to make a carving knife that somehow embodies the spirit of Dal Emir.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be transported. Needed to a silk.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Put a knife with an edge like Odin's razor in my hand, and I'll make short work of any carcass.
Deixa-me ali 26. É um ano novo.
Fresh bread, all from the oven. Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't ship.
The baths are, closed for scrubbing. Please bear with us a little longer.
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters, and all under the watchful eye of Lord Kupka, who stands ready to crush any threat that might face us.
Ha! They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
What the fuck?
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out refuse to do business with you.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
I'll be asking for you again. Sweet.
Just look at the detail.
60 times the
Mummy,
detail.
I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Where the fuck here? Ah, there must be a secret here. Ah, tem, mas não era bem isto que eu queria.
Sweet incense. What wax silver platters. Plates and pots.
I don't know. What the fuck?
To a silken
The
softness.
most fragrant herbs and spices.
Será que é em cima e eu estou aqui feito burro cá em baixo?
I can't let anyone in until I've cleaned up the mess you and your friend made.
Shut up.
I hope you realise how much your little spatters cost us.
You're going to drink my pockets.
I need to drink.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Fucking everything!
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of gazelle.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
Eu estou-me a sentir burro. What the fuck?
Made from the stout stoneware. Won't ship, won't crack, no matter how rocky the road. Everything I've worked for. Fresh bread, warm from...
Put a knife with an edge like Odin's razor in my hand, and I'll make short work of any.
Enigmas.
Anything I can interest you in? My thanks. Thank you for... Custom.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
Nanny.
A carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Can't you see I'm busy? Unless you'd like a closer look at my knives.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness, but just look at the details.
Plates and pots! Bowls and...
Oh, yes, there. Got a knife with an edge like Odin's razor wire.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the...
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Shields are a river and the waves are scheming blood and to perform a new frontiers. Each horizon is a new beginning. Chocobush, good tea.
Run like the wind. Stray home now.
Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Yes.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... Oh, you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly. So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
Let's go.
Ué, como é que foi a música? Uhul! Ah! You're fucking kidding me, game? Vamos, obrigado. Sobre a minha imersão gamer. Porquê que... É um chocobo, os chocobos voam, voa. Olha a volta que eu vou ter. Pera. I'm going the wrong way, that's why. É porque eu tenho de ir à cidade. Ok, pensava que eu tinha... Era longe de...
Back to the stables, girl.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
It would make a fine...
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Jesus, o jogo vai me fazer atravessar o portão.
We should get going soon.
What do you want? Directions? Either take this road to the Fang, or piss off back the way you came.
So white.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Tolmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Nossa, essa água tem de admitir, essa água tá bonita. Tá muito linda. Oh, Clive, apanha, para de saltar.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
I hear you and the Master are working together now. Glad to have you on board.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
Spring lime, a brittle white stone that grows in a restorative hot springs near Dali Mill. When dried and milled into a fine powder, it can be added to molten iron to purge the metal of impurities.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Sometime later.
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Okay.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number one in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Quest complete.
Thank you, Clive. I honestly don't think I could have done it without all your help.
Thank you, the quest. Jakoś coś pomóż.
The finest fabric!
The most fragrant herbs and spices. Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Plates and pots! Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be.
On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake. In all my years tending the baths, I've never known anything like this to happen. Please, find out what's gone wrong.
Hot water. The owner of a bathhouse in the Limil Pits, Clive journeyed to Dusnoff Terraces and investigate the cause of the waters having become too hot for his customers to bear. What the fuck is that? Agora entendi, agora saquei.
We should get going soon.
What do you want? Directions?
Potrzebny um chocolate agora que eu percebi.
Ready, go? Yeah! Come on, girl, the gate's open now, we can press on.
What the hell are those things?
I realize that screaming pain. There's an item here.
Something awful's taken up residence in the springs. You'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
Good girl. By the flames. That explains the heat.
What have I done? No, I used to hit that. Meu Deus, o espaço é tão branco que eu não consigo ver se as minhas habilidades ficam carregadas ou não. Oh my god. Oh. What the fuck is this? Stay down.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
There he is. The man.
Dun, dun, dun.
You saved my business.
The, scrubbing is almost finished. We appreciate your patience.
I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged. It's just as well I sent you to the terraces in my stead. It sounds like I'd have been burnt to a crisp.
The, scrubbing is almost finished.
This town is truly...
Okay.
Boy soldiers with their
Ok, ops, eu estou completamente para o lado errado. Que fixe.
Who's this blue guy? One of Sid's associates.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
a hill to die on. Among Republican merchants reports abound of caravans being crushed by a black boulder, a creature indeterminate in nature but quite decided in size, strength, and spite. He or she who took it upon themselves to seek out and slay this black mass would earn the eternal gratitude not only of the desert traders but of the curse breakers who risk life and limb with every trip through the Valkyrie. Bora lá. Uma caça, em princípio um inimigo como deve ser. Eu vou caçar quando é as caças deste jogo, é sempre quando encontro um inimigo que dá um pouquinho mais de luta. Vamos ver. Ah, jogo, vá lá. That's just cruel.
Straight
What
home
the fuck
now.
is that? Uma tartaruga. Vastito Calon.
Well, Clive, looks like you're gonna need an even bigger sword.
Pera, eu cancelou meu ataque. Sinto-me ofendido. Posso da cara, posso passar. É. the fuck? Na 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 na. Na 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 na. No. A worthy opponent indeed. Nossa, quanto dano é que eu estou a dar nisso? 31.000 de dano.
It should have stayed in its shell.
Não tem nada, ok.
This is no good.
I was hoping to get it true what I'm hearing.
The finest fabric.
Take a sniff, good sir. Needed to
É
a
o quê?
silken
Take a sniff? Não me mete nessas vidas.
Lights and pots!
hanging lanterns. Keep the darkness from your
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Good girl. Run like the wind.
Corre como o vento e esta é a velocidade dela. Não. Não é uma boa frase para vocês meterem no jogo. Opa.
Broken down, you say? From the weight of its load?
Aye. The guards are furious about it. You do well to steer clear.
Well, if it's blocking the road, it'd be a wasted journey anyway.
Let's go.
The jaw.
There it is, Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Kupka!
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
The jaw, the escaping chasm worn through ageless stone, serves as the Republic's sole gateway to Drake's Fang.
Boys. Boys, soldier.
He found Lewis.
Tone says he's looking for books about Torgal. I know.
Is there something I might assist you with?